Hello, Internet. Welcome to the Awesome Wood Things channel. This is another Learn Adobe Now session. I am so glad you are here. I am going to render something really fun, and I might cause some freak out across the internet because I did something to one of my tools, something I wasn't supposed to do. But it should be a lot of fun. I guarantee it will be super fun. A lot of people are showing up. We have Harneel Media, Jim Dockrell, Dave the Wood Barber. I see Scud is in the house. That's my subscriber count Dalek. He is here and in the chat room. Please do not engage Scud. He doesn't like humans very much. Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop is here. That's Al Forte. And yeah, I am ready to go. But before I do, let me thank my patrons on Patreon. We have Osprey Mama, that's on YouTube as Osprey Mama. Harneel Media, that's makersmedianetwork.com. I am a proud member of makersmedianetwork.com. Javi's Woodshop. Javi is on YouTube under the name Javi's Woodshop. Jerry Brown, he has the website pollywantsacrafter.com. Jim Bashirs from Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashirs on YouTube of the same name. Longest YouTube name ever. And Mike Laffey, most notable from the Maybe Podcast at maybeI'vesaidtoomuch.com. Thank you for being a patron. And I have last week's Super Chatters in here, Osprey Mama and Odessa Woodworking. I will erase you. Thank you for your Super Chat last week. As you know, anyone gives me a super chat, your name will be immortalized in this little box here throughout not only this show, but the next show, All Things YouTube, which starts an hour from now on the same channel. All right, Santa Haas. Yes, Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm wearing my Santa hat. I got a little Santa buddy back here, too. He had, you might remember, he was on last week's live streams, and he had candy in his belly. Now he doesn't have candy. He's got coins. I don't know. Had some coins and needed a place to put them. Santa seemed like a fitting place. Joe Elam is here. Hi, welcome. What did you do? Question mark. I don't know what I did. I'm about to render some cool artwork in Adobe Illustrator. So let's get going. Oh, before I do, just remember the lights in the room here will light up depending on super chats that come in here. It's all connected to the internet, so you could light up this poll of stuff here. And the Dalek will light up too if a super chat is detected. Completely optional. Completely optional. Okay, so what did I do? Why was I bad? Can anyone in the chat room tell me where this came from? Do you know what that is? Well, obviously you can read with the name, but do you know what tool it came off of? I ripped that sucker off. It was adhesive back. I didn't know if it was bolted on or threaded through, but yeah, I removed this plaque from one of my tools. Who wants to take a guess? What tool did this come off of? Oh, Dave the Wood Barber says scroll saw. Anyone else? Any more guesses? Going once, going twice. Sold. It came off my scroll saw. That's right. I bought a used scroll saw, and I'm in the process of tearing it down and servicing it. I am lubricating all of the bearings with mechanics grease. And I'm extending the life of it. I'm also going to shave down one part that one of the parts clank into and can make noise, so it should be even quieter. And I'm going to paint the sucker, and I'm going to put a new plaque on it, but it's not going to say DeWalt. Is that blasphemy? Removing the DeWalt sticker and replacing it with something that doesn't say DeWalt? That's what I'm going to do. Drill. Nope, it was a scroll saw. Javi's Woodshop is here. Welcome, Javi. Good to have you playing along. All right, so first what I need to do is measure this. So I got my measure tape, or my ruler here. It is 1 inch and 13/16. 1 inch, 13/16. What is the decimal equivalent of 13/16? Carry the 1. Dot 0.8125. All right, so it's 1.8125. And then we'll measure it this way. It's just a little bit more than 6. It's 6 and 1/16. A 16th is 0.0625, so it's 6.0625. Okay, got my measurements. I'm going to make something in Illustrator with the same dimensions to replace this. That is the plan. The master plan. D. Haas. Yeah, my name doesn't have a D prefix. Remember, if you have any questions along the way, write it in the chat room. Highlight my name, do the @ symbol, Awesome Wood Things. I'll see it. And I want to say a special thank you to Al Forte from Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. He's on my Discord server. He's watching the chat, and he has an audio feed into my ears that you will not be able to hear. But nope, they can't hear you. It's believe me, he's there. So I thank you for that. If anyone has Discord and wants to play along for some odd reason, let me know, and I will hook you up with the. Yeah, you could. Yeah, Al, if you could put out a 24-hour, link, that would go. A link that's good for 24 hours to join my Discord server. That'll hit the chat room, and Al will do that for me behind the scenes. Thank you for that. All right, this is the logo I've been working on. Remember I was doing this last week? Well, I was doing this last week. This is kind of what I decided to do with it. I'm really kind of digging this because this horizontal kind of weaves in and out. I like that. That's kind of a cool thing. I think I got the S looking good. I made everything italic. I really used principles of fontography here. Like, there's a lot of subtle things. Like, look at this angle here, this angle here. Look, it's the same on the S, so that slice is there, and this angle is the same as that angle as well. I really tried to make this following proper font principles. The kerning, I spent way too much time nudging things over and back this way because I originally had the same amount of space here as this, but these two letter forms fall away from each other, so it's visually more space there. So I added more space on the H, and then I wanted to move the whole horizontal thing up a little bit. It was just a little too blah blah blah. I think I'm digging this. All right, so now let's make my plaque size. What did I say that was? 1.8125 inches by 6. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction, but I'll flip it. There we go. That is the real sized dimensions here. So let me throw down some guides just for funsies. Kind of like to do the middle guide too, never hurts. All right, now let's shrink this puppy down. Now the one thing I noticed, my guides are unlocked. So I will go View, Guides, Lock Guides. All right, thank goodness. And let me scale things down here, 50%. And these are irrelevant because I have no strokes and I don't have any rounded corners, but I'll just leave them off. 50% smaller. I like to do Command D. It's transform again. I don't know where Command D is in the drop-down menu, but Command D is redo the same thing you've done. Yeah, see how. Oh, you know what? It doesn't. It's not too bad. I thought the proportions were way off, and they're not too bad. 90, 90. Okay, how about that? Just a little bit smaller. Let me just kind of leave it there for now. At least you didn't copy the Haas automation logo, LOL. I don't know what the Haas automation logo is. Um, I I know there's a what is it? A 5-axis milling machine called Haas. Is, is that what you're talking about, Jim? Okay. All right. Now here's what I have in my mind. Okay, so um the color theme for my DeWalt. Oh, Jim confirmed. Yes, it's the Haas 5-axis milling machine. The color theme is going to be red, white, and black for my scroll saw. So here's what I'm thinking. Jim also says they make all kinds of CNC. Excellent. I am a pro CNCer. So let's go white. And I'll do that. So this is just what I have in my head. I might not like this. Okay, now I have to figure out. I want a border. I want a border around this plaque. See how this kind of has a border? I don't know if you can kind of tell, but like, see, there's like a little lip there. I kind of liked that aspect of the old sign. So I want one of those too. Well, maybe we'll do. Let's see. Ooh, yuck. 0.0625 inches. 0.0625 inches. And that's a 16th. That's too small. Let's go an 1/8. Yeah. Okay. So let's do that. There's a million different ways to do this in Illustrator, but I'm just kind of doing it this way. So now let's get another one here. Make sure everything's nice and snapped. I love me some snap to point. Always make sure your snap to point is on. Well, almost always. This one right here. That's the money right there, folks. Snap to point. Couldn't live without it. Okay, let's kind of bring this down a bit. Let's do another one. There we go. Now here's what I'm thinking. I want that black. So let's say the base of the scroll saw will be red. Arrange, send it back. You're getting exclusive information here, folks. The color scheme of my scroll saw. This is like super secret information. Send this down. Okay. Yep, I got you, Al. Sorry, Al's giving me some chats in my earbuds. Javi says, in my head, Haas is an abbreviation for Hagen-Dazs. Someone say scroll saw. Yes, JP. Yes, JP. Jamie Page is in the house. JP Woodwork, welcome. I am getting ready to add a sign on my scroll saw, my DeWalt scroll saw. I removed the DeWalt logo from the scroll saw, and I'm going to replace it with my own logo, which is here. I'm going to paint the base of the scroll saw fire engine frickin' red. It is beautimous. And Jamie, don't hate me for going against the beloved color scheme and branding of one of the most beloved brands out there. But hey, you know what? When I buy a piece of hardware, it's my piece of hardware. I'll do whatever I want. All right, we've got to get rid of my temporary magenta color. Well, in this case, it was hot pink. Do I like this? I don't know if I like this or not. Maybe I'll switch the color scheme. Maybe I'll do this black and that white. Like that. It's a rip-off Excalibur, LOL. Javi said JP woke up from a dream once the word scroll saw was put out there in the universe. I think that's funny. Don't know, folks. No, I think I like this white better. I like that white. Oh, you know what? I can do this red. I can do that red. And I can do this black. Yeah. And this. I don't know. Maybe I'll do this white. Or mirror. See, here's the thing. I've got, first of all, let me group this. Object, group. All right, so now when I highlight it, it all stays together. Maybe I can do this. Okay, now see, here's the deal. This is going to be done in cast acrylic or carvable acrylic. The acrylic is 1/8 of an inch thick. And I've got mirrored acrylic, and I've got red mirrored acrylic, and I have red opaque acrylic, white opaque acrylic, and black acrylic. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with in my head. I thought it would be cool to have the letters be the red reflective red mirrored. I guess it's like a red tinted mirror that's cast acrylic. So that's what I might do for these letters here. So let me put that back to red. Maybe this should be white too. And maybe this should be black. Kind of digging that. And I don't have to. There's nothing saying I have to keep these dimensions. Like I could crop it. I could bring it in a little bit. I've got some chat going on here. If there's anything, if there's any chat messages I missed, just highlight my name, and I will make sure I go back and get them. So yeah, that's about the size of the arm of the scroll saw. It would go out like that. And for what it's worth, I'm going to make a video on how to dismantle the scroll saw and service it. So I'm going to try and keep that under 6 minutes. I'm going to go over everything you need. And that I think I kind of like that. Can you see like the scroll saw? How's it look? It would be like this. And then we've got, something like that. Help me out here, scroll sawers. Doot, 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 doot. Is it looking like a scroll saw? I'll make that black. This is sort of metal color. This is kind of black. And then, whoops, scroll saw would look like this. Is it looking like a scroll saw? Kind of. And then here's the bed. This actually goes underneath like this. And then there's a big black base here. Something like that. So that's what the unit kind of looks like. I thought the mirrored acrylic projects were meant for the ceiling over the bed, says Jim Dockrell. Jim. Oh, works by solos here. Hi. Did I miss something from Jamie? Oh, I see. Richard Morley will willingly help you dismantle the saw, LOL. Uh-oh. I'm kind of digging this color scheme here. Looks like a powder nail gun. Not sure what that is. Get my reflect tool out. Put the lower thing. And should I mock up a spiral blade or a straight blade? Bring that to the front. There we go. That's kind of what my saw is going to look like. Yes. Oh, and I'll have to, there's a little sticker on the top that says, do not lift by arm, major damage will occur. Because you're supposed to lift the table saw tool up from the bottom, not from that top arm. I should probably redo that message on the saw, so if someone comes over and tries to move it, they won't pick it up by the upper arm, because damage could and will occur. And then there was a sticker on the back that said like wear safety glasses and always power down the tool when servicing it, blah blah blah. It had a whole paragraph of warnings. I ripped that sucker right off. And let me tell you, these stickers on the machine, they are stuck on like nobody's business. I don't know what they use. Now this came off pretty good. This just has like what do you call it? Like the tape that's on like a piece of foam, like foam tape. That was pretty easy to get up. The rest of them, oh man, I think they're put on with epoxy. I mean, it would not let go. I had to grind the one off. I had to grind it right down to the metal. It would not give up. Javi saying he lifts his scroll saw with the arm. How else would you lift it, with the leg? Well, I've been inside the machine, and I can tell you there's nothing. There's no stopper. There's no, like, in that direction, lifting it up. It's just, I can see how it could really screw things up majorly. Now, the downward force, it's all hardened and protected and has stops to go down just fine. But up, there's, yeah, you do not want to lift a scroll saw by that upper arm. You probably won't be able to use it if you did, which kind of freaks me out. They should have some sort of, like, safety. Like, there should be a catch. Like, if it went way too high, like, somehow stop it. Heat, yeah, maybe heat would have worked, but yeah. Now with the stickers that were on the saw itself, see, the saw had sort of like a texture to it. I don't know if it was just part of the paint, but it's not like dead smooth, the saw itself. Now the stand, I also painted the stand. The stand was just completely smooth metal. Those stickers on the stand were not coming off. Like, no way. Now the ones on the yellow tool itself, I was able to get a blade under it, but as soon as the sticker, like if this was a sticker, if you were pulling it up and the sticker went like on an angle, it would let go. But if you pulled it up like gracefully, just like that, it kind of stayed together. But as soon as you wrenched the sticker like up that much, it snapped, because it was kind of like the sticker was plastic with a sheet of acetate on it and then some god awful adhesive underneath. And I guess if the plastic was too bent, it would just crack. Anyway, it was not fun. Heat gun usually works. And I have Goo Gone, but that Goo Gone is so smelly. Ugh, God, I think you can feel the chemicals invading your system. Al's telling me in my ear that's half the fun of it. Yeah, no, I don't play. I don't play with chemicals. As a matter of fact, when I'm in my shop, I've got the full respirator on, and I have the chemical. I don't have just the dust pads. I've got the chemical ones. I can't smell anything. Yeah, that was fun. Well, yeah, I ran out of client work, so I'm doing my own work here with my Haas logo. And remember, if you have any line art type activity you need help with, reach out to me and ask. I might say yes. I typically don't do creative work where I have an idea and help me that I tend not to do. But if you have some type of line art task you need help with, I will help. And stuff that would be good for the show. I mean, it can't be like super secret stuff, because I would want to put it on the show too. Don't you just love the smells that can be tasted? Ugh. Yeah, some of those smells, it kind of hits you like in the back of your head, like you sniff it, and you can it's like punches you in the back of the head. Ugh. Oh, I got an announcement. Forgot about this. All right, I'm gonna sink or swim with this one, but I'm launching a new live stream. It's going to alternate between my channel and my co-host channel. This is what it is. Mind Equals Blown. I'm teaming up with Brenda Gibson. She's a crafter. She has a crafting channel at Brenda G's Designs. And yeah, Um, her slug line, her slogan is Brenda's crafty, be like Brenda. So so yeah, so it's going to be a new show. It's not going to be about line art. It's not going to be about woodworking, and it's not going to be about crafting. It's going to be where people in the chat can give us facts that will blow our minds. And if you're able to blow our mind with a true fact, we'll give you virtual tacos, which have no real value in the real world. And if you have something really good, we might invite you on the live stream for a couple minutes, and you could tell us in person. That would be fun. And then it's also about making friends, meeting new people in the chats. If the person you're talking to in the chat has a cool YouTube channel, you might want to consider subscribing, stuff like that. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fast and loose, and it's about shenanigans and just having fun. So it's called Mind Equals Blah. The first episode is Thursday the 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So it's next week. I will drop a URL into the chat, and you can go over there and play along. Where is it? Oh, hold on. I'll find it here. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that's a cool concept? Something I've been thinking about doing for a while. I don't know if I'll be able to get to the URL. Doggone it. It's weird because YouTube doesn't show future shows when you're streaming a show. And I don't think I've done anything with it yet. Oh, no. I don't think I can get... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get to the URL. But trust me, I'll have the URL on the next All Things YouTube show. But, yeah. Oh, my subscriber count just moved. Did it go up or did it go down? Scud, what's the verdict? Nah, I just saw the little counter move. It caught my eye. I'm like, squirrels. The new Matt Haas channel has upcoming wonderful shows like Breakfast with Matt, Sleeping with Matt, and the ever popular 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. See Matt snore. Oh, it looks like my subscriber count went up by 1. Did you survive the subscriber purge of the 13th and 14th? I think I lost 18 subscribers during the purge. That's where YouTube went and got rid of spam accounts. Hey, for those that are sticking around, the next show, I'm going to talk about this. You know what this is? Cloud Vision. Cloud Vision. This is a service that Google offers. You throw up a image. It analyzes the image and tells you everything it knows about the image. Why is that useful? Well, if you know what Google knows about an image, and you know Google tries to suck in all the information it can to know what it is, and once Google knows what it is, they can promote it. It's a good tool to predict how well your images are based on what the internet can discover about your particular image. And that's going to be at the 7 o'clock hour. I got it to work. I did that topic on a previous All Things YouTube, and I wasn't able to get it to work because it's pretty complicated. I figured out how to get it to work, and it's amazing. Dave the Woodbarber says, I lost 5 subs. Yep. Oh, well. Oh, see, it went back down. Oh, well. That's the name of the game when you're on YouTube. Some people subscribe, some people unsubscribe. It's just the way it is. Well, I'm pretty happy with my logo, and I'm kind of digging the logo itself. Not logo. Is it a logo? Yeah, I guess it's a logo. So I originally had, I had it like this. Kind of went down like that. That was cool too, but I don't know. I think I like it weaving in and out. And the more little spacers I have, if this were to become a stencil, the more solid the stencil would be. Like it would be more flimsy if it was like that, because nothing would be supporting. If the white was wood, for example, and the red were holes, like that would just be flopping in the breeze, like right there. But if it's like that, then you've got this little tab to hold on to it. And I like it. I like more tabs. So yeah. And this reminds me of the graffiti artist I knew in high school. He would this would be the way his letters would be. And the S's were always kind of like a straight line and half of a circle. Kind of didn't look like an S. I tried to make it look like, if at first glance you might not know that's an S. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that looks like an S? I think it kind of looks like an S. I hope it does. And the other thing I like about it is you might not know what it is. You might not know their letters at first glance. Now, of course, like you look a little closer, they're obviously, that two A's are most obviously letters. But this, it kind of doesn't look like an H. H's usually have this little cross member up higher. Anyway, so that's kind of what I was going for. It kind of looking, it looks like letters, but in a small way, it might not look. Yeah, HAA5. It does kind of look like a 5. Al's telling me it looks like a 6. Javi, are you behaving yourself, Javi, in the chat room? HAAJ. How does that look like a J? I'm not getting it. I'm not seeing the J. I'm trying to make the J work in my mind. uh, yep. I think that's going to be. And the way this is going to work, I think I'm going to have the back be black. And then this is going to sit up off of it. So I'm going to have, so like if I were to draw this in perspective, well, kind of pseudo perspective. Oh, this is going to be horrible. Forgive me in advance for this. This is what I'm thinking. Let me just kind of sketch this out, just real rough. Oh, this is bad. This is embarrassingly bad. But I kind of want to give you an idea of what I'm going for here. So this inside would be black. Like that. Yeah. So see how it's kind of like a swimming pool. So the black like if this was 2 layers, because they're an eighth of an inch thick. So I'll have this layer be black, and the layer on top would be a white frame. Like that. That's what I'm thinking. And then this piece would be white on top of it too. So this black would be a valley or a dado. Yeah. Not a rabbit, but a dado. So there would be like a black dado in this thing. And then the H would be even on top of it. So the H would ride on top of the white, because if this was real big, is this making sense? This is making sense in my mind, but that's a scary place. Like that. So then there would be some. Okay, let me keep this going here. I think this is kind of a fun experiment. Yeah. So, are you following me now? So, like, if this surface and that surface, they're together, and then the letters would be on top of everything else. So the letters would stand up higher. Oh, I'm doing this too fast. Oh, this is so bad. I think you're getting the drift. Are you catching my drift? Do you feel me? Put black on there. Not white. How did you do that? I said black. There we go. God, that looks like crap. But I mean, this is the concept. So we'll have the lowest level would be a black sheet of 1/8 thick acrylic, and then on top of that we would have another 1/8 inch sheet of acrylic, which would be white, and then there would be this gap, and then this white would be another piece on top of the black, and then the red would sit on top of the white. That's what I'm thinking about. And maybe do 2 of these, one on each side of the scroll arm. Oh, and you know what else I need to do? Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Damn it. I'm giving too much away. This is supposed to be my secret project. We'll see if someone can get the reference. But this number is going to appear on the saw. Does this number hold any significance to anyone in the chat room? Anybody? Any? Oh, Dave the Wood Barber says, hint understood. You can spoil it in the chat if you think what it is. Al's giving me guesses, and Al, you're not correct in my ear. Al's talking to me in my ear. Al, what you're saying in my ear that no one can hear on the show is not correct. It's incorrect. House number. Good guess. House number. Incorrect. That is not my house number. I need to find a good font for these numbers. Oh, yeah. You know what? You're right. I have a typo. That's what it's supposed to be. Sorry, folks. I was looking right at it. That's the correct number. And this is not pronounced 5,150. This is not pronounced 5150. This is pronounced 5150. Al, that's not correct. Come on, people. Here we go. Is this enough of a hint? See that? See that number? See the color scheme? Shh, be very, very quiet. Okay, so my point was I have to come up with a cool font for this. I got it before he corrected the number. Yeah, Jim. Jim, you would get it. There better not be any Comic Sans references in the chat room. Why is that even on my computer? Ah! Yeah, it's there. I didn't put it there. This computer, my employer owns this computer. Well, this looks like sort of a. I wonder if his original was like that. Let me look at. Look at the original guitar. I guess that's maybe I should kind of go with that font, sort of like a collegiate font, like a sports team would have. Blocky. Let's see if I have. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I'll just go with this. Even though the one looked a little different. Yeah, look at that one. It has a. Don't know if I'll be able to zoom in on it. Whoops, shoot. This magnifier is good for nothing. There we go. There. See that one? That does not look like a font on a jersey. The 5 and the 5 and the 0 look like fonts you would see on a sports team jersey, but not the 1. The 1 is like a real font. Eddie, what are you doing to me? You're killing me. To replace this one with, yeah, that looks okay. I'm gonna have to find a new font for the 1. we go. That one looks close. Not quite, but looks close. Font looks the same they use for Navy ship numbers. Yeah, yeah. That's not bad. Well, I mean, maybe I should just kind of use some creative license on mine and kind of just go with everything here. You know what? Thought I fixed that. Sometimes when I get my keyboard shortcuts a little funky, I lose my subscriber count. Yeah. All right. I think I'm going to do something with that font. Let me save this. I did not save this entire time. There is no autosave in Adobe Illustrator. None whatsoever. Oh, Javi needs to make a numeric property sign with numbers on it. That's cool. If only you had a CNC machine, Javi. Oh, wait. He's got a handful. How many CNC machines do you have? I think he's got that covered. Now, I guess the question is, what tool should I use to make my sign? Should I use a scroll saw to make the sign on the scroll saw? Or should I use the CNC machine to make the sign for the scroll saw? Yeah, I think so too. I'll use the scroll saw. Okay. Well, I think we're going to wind down the show here and get ready for all things YouTube. Remember, I will be showing you the awesome power of the internet via this cloud vision. It is the closest thing you will get to looking directly into the face of the YouTube algorithm. You will be able to peer into the soul of the YouTube algorithm. This is it. The eye of Sauron. I mean, Google. I don't think it will assimilate you, but who knows? 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Yeah, I think that address is already taken. Jim's putting some. Oh, there we go. There was a chat message. It was like, maybe we should obscure this message, but we approved it. That Jim Dockrell, man, you gotta watch him. He's a crazy one, crazy awesome, but he's crazy. All right, well, I hope you had fun here on the Learn Adobe Now session. Picked up maybe some tips on how to use Illustrator. Got to take a look at my new logo-ish, my other kind of logo, or whatever, my branding. And, try and keep what I'm doing to my saw on the down low as far as... But that's okay. Hey, you know what? It's public now, what have you. And I did check in with Steve Carmichael. If you remember, he has a tool chest that he painted looking like Eddie Van Halen's guitar with the 5150 theme on it. So I said, "Hey, Steve, I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think? I don't want to like straight up copy you. Is it all right if I kind of go ahead?" He was like, "Matt, nobody needs my permission to Van Halenize equipment." He coined the phrase Van Halenize. I love that guy. So yeah. All right, Dave the Wood Barber's got to go. Thanks for hanging on. All right, I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to change the scene here, and I'm going to come back on to the All Things YouTube show. Let me drop a link in here before I go. Get that for you. One momento. All things YouTube. See, you can get invited to these little Facebook events. And then you'll get a nice little reminder. I make a Facebook event for each live show. All right. Whoop, that's not good. So let me not do that. Oh, you know what? I was already over here. Duh. Copy that. Come back to the chat room. All right. Link to All Things YouTube is in the chat. I will see you over there if you would like to play along. If not, thank you for hanging out on the Learn Adobe Now session. All right, folks, I'm going to change things up. I'll be right over there at All Things YouTube. It's going to be a killer show. You're not going to want to miss it. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you in a moment, hopefully. All right. Thanks a lot, guys.